Hello everybody, welcome back, I should say. Classical chess. Classical chess, yes, classical chess. My name is The Line Films. And I stopped playing classical chess a little while ago because I went on a really bad tilt streak where I just kept losing games. But I feel better than ever. And I'm looking forward to getting back into classical and taking time to actually think things through, because I've also just been getting way back into chess again. Mostly because it's a good activity to do in school. Okay, we're playing black. For a while, I was doing Sicilian, but I'm actually going to change to e5, mostly because I feel like my fundamentals are a little bit out of whack. This guy's playing really fast moves. I'm gonna take it slow myself. Playing an interesting kind of Rui idea is what I can gather. That does block in my bishop pretty significantly. I'm wondering if I could do an attack from the edge. So if I place my bishop here, and then this happens, there's takes, and then takes, and then I'm not in such a good spot. I do also quite simply have takes here. So if I take here, and they play this, and I take, and they take, I would probably just drop it back, and then they've got this central pawn, but it's isolated, and so I can probably get something done. I'll be able to bring the bishop out again. I think this is solid for now. They could also play this. I was thinking about maybe, I don't know, like knight to here or something after they move. There is that move, but I don't think that works totally. Because there's some reason why. So let's think about the best possible move. I've got, this is not a viable move. This is not a viable move. So I can do one of three moves. If I drop back, then I'm losing the pawn, right? Is there any way to defend the pawn and protect the knight? I don't really think so. I can do this. Actually, that's kind of an interesting move. That protects the knight and attacks the bishop. It forces the bishop back. Let's not play it yet. You know, always look for something better. What might they do? They might play this. Well, no. They definitely just have to drop the bishop back, right? No, they don't, because once I take, then they can take here. Which is not great, but we can support that pawn like this, or we can... I think this is okay. It feels nice to play classical, because I can actually take time to think of multiple things. I would not have seen this if I was playing rapid. I've just dropped my knight back and been like, I don't know, it's a trade. This is a very interesting move. I think this works out fine. When screen light flashed? Not a big fan of the green light flashing. Makes me scared. The layout's a little bit different because I got screwed up because I was doing just our comm streams for a little while. I'm also realizing now that this part's like a little bit weird. I wanted it to be so that it like blends into the background. So maybe I'll do it like this. My opponent's green light does keep flickering, which is cause for concern. Again, I really hope they're not consulting an engine. That's something that I saw happening in a Rapid game. I've been playing the King's Gambit recently, because I think it's fun. I was playing against somebody, and I thought they were consulting an engine, but they weren't. Okay, so now I can drop it back, right? And everything is protected except for this one. So if I drop it back, then they can take with this. Well, actually, they can take with that knight right now. So, well, no, they can't. They can't do it. So I think best move right now is just get that extra defense in. And then probably castle. I.e. a foolish move. Okay, that's fine, because we're definitely not going to lose this one. Right? Well, actually... I mean, we have to move this knight. Because it's just threatened. That was silly of me. That was a really bad move. My opponent noticed it right away. Gotta think. What are you changing about the board when you make a move like that? Okay, let's see. So I guess I can drop it back, but then that move's rough. But I guess it's not that bad, actually. I mean, the main concern is just that we run into issues like this. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think I really have another viable option. Let's let me take... There we go. So, yeah, you can play that. So I'm curious... I should take, right? Because even though you get the check, I get this bishop out, and then I can castle right away. And plus, I can... Whoa, my mouse just screwed up. It should be fine. I mean, they're up a pawn. And our structure is a little bit screwed up. But I think we still have a fighting chance here. So there's an interesting move like this. Attacking the queen. And the idea is to get the queen in. In which case they'll play this. And then I would play... probably, like... I don't know. So this move... The queen has not a lot of squares to go if I do that. Queen can go... So if I go here... I mean, you can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here, obviously. Wait, could go here. Force a trade. Could go here. Could go here. So I think it's just kind of an empty threat at the moment. Might be better to play something like this first. And then we have this option of like take, crazy sacrifice, and then as long as the queen's not here, we can play like this. When the king goes back, and then you play this. And then it's looking a little bit rough, but queen isn't like perfectly coordinated to attack this square. So it's not like super great. So it's not like super great. But I do think this is just a better square for my bishop. They can move their bishop. They're probably going to move their bishop somewhere around here. I know they're probably looking to attack like this, because that's what players at my level tend to do. Also something like maybe moving the knight. This kind of protects that square from the knight being there. So I think this is a good move. I think. We can get the rook involved with some tempo as well. Hopefully this video is going okay. I don't know. Maybe there are some like really obvious things that I'm missing, but it takes me some time. I'm not very pleased with this structure here, so it makes me kind of want to hurry and try and get a checkmate, rather than simplify down to an endgame, because I definitely think this is a lot stronger than it's... Plus we're down a pawn, so like materially we're struggling as well. Maybe a rook lift could be in the equation. If we could get, like, up here, you know, like, sacrifice the... get up here, sacrifice the bishop, he comes here, rook here, king here, queen here, pawn here, and then what? Then what would you do? I don't know. Maybe drop the rook back. Not sure. My opponent's taking some time here, so let's think of their candidate moves. They might play something like this, try to pile onto this pawn. I imagine they'll probably want to move the bishop first, just so they're not blocking it in on this move. But I mean, you would want to hurry the knight out immediately. But also the knight is feeling a little bit awkward here. Okay, so they're playing this simple move, the one that everybody expected and knew was going to happen. They want to play their bishop here, just like painfully obvious. I wonder what's gonna happen when the queen is on the same file as the king. I really don't think they're gonna pin me here. Okay. Enough snarkiness. I have a couple options. I can't play this now, which is usually my general retaliation because my bishop's up here. So I guess that was one disadvantage of being so hasty. I could think of a two-turn maneuver. So maybe something like... I don't think I have anything good this night, really, in terms of 2-turn maneuvers. Because all of my pivot squares are pretty much covered. I could bring my queen up, and then this, and then this, and then probably drop the bishop back, right? Where to? Probably here. Attack the pawn. And then I just bring a rook over. And then they probably want to start bringing the knight in. Let's start with this. One thing that's very notable about this position is that these two are really blocking this rook, so actually I have some ideas of like this as a serious threat. Which I guess is why I would want to keep the bishop there, instead of like dropping the bishop back, right? Because I could have dropped the bishop back and this. I don't want to play passive, so I'm trying to stop myself from playing passive moves. So let's see how this might go. So they're probably still going to play this, and then I might play this, and then move the bishop back, and then I would play this rook here, and then they would get the knight out, probably, so I don't think I have time for this idea to work. Because then, yeah, so... So the bishop's gonna come here, probably. And I don't think I have anything better to attack the bishop with. I think we just have to play a defensive move here. One thing that's notable actually is that we do have an idea of like maybe this. Because I don't think they have time to protect that square unless they just drop the bishop all the way back. So I can maybe protect like this, but I don't really feel comfortable leaving my king all alone down here, just because of how eager my opponent is to attack. Like, playing this move still, even after having the support, makes me really feel like my opponent is just eager to get it done quickly, even though it's a classical game. I don't know. So let's think about maybe what happens after this. So after this, do we want to guard? Which rook do we want? Do I need to guard with rook? Yeah, I think so. So I'd play like this. In the case of a different move, like something like this, or this, or this, or this, then, well, not this, but if it's anything but this, or this, I think definitely rook here. To just undermine the pawns over there. Although I do wonder about the viability of this move here. I mean, seriously, it really shines out to me. But I think it's a little bit too much of hope chess, because it's kind of like, I hope they don't move their knight, which they probably will. And plus, it's not that bad if we take here now, because they have the queen here supporting. So it's not like that much of an undermine to their structure. That's additionally why... What? Okay, they must have calculated this deeply. Okay. So takes pawn, probably. And then bishop. Oh, that's rough. I just didn't even think about that. Okay, let's takes. Maybe this pawn too. We could also just like go full YOLO, open up our king even more. I'm gonna take, because I don't think I have another option, really. We're not gonna be up a piece. We're gonna be down 2 pawns. It's a great move. Great move. So yeah, here comes like a pawn move or something. Jeez. I can drop the bishop back, and then if takes, then takes. It's not like the most horriblest thing in the world. Yeah. So, but then they just use another pawn, right? So it's like kind of shit no matter what, actually. Unless I just completely blow my structure out of the water. This is kind of like that fishing pole style thing, right? And then we would bring our rook over. Fuck it. We've got this fishing pole. Interesting. Do I want to move my pawn up? Or do I want to move my king? That is the question. I think I want to move my pawn up, but I feel like they would expect that, right? I'm not too sure. So I move my pawn up and then what happens? Can't move here. Can't move here. Can't stay here. Can't go 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 here. So either here or back. So back. So we want to move the rook out, definitely. Think about a move like this, but the queen has to not be there. Here comes the knight. Here comes the knight coming in for support. If I take immediately, the queen just screws us. Right, so... Well, actually... Let's calc this. Take. Rook here. I mean, what do you do? No, because the mating thread is fake in that case. So I think just go to here. We're gonna bring out this rook, I guess. Oops. It's a very fun game. This is definitely very tactical. Definitely the kind of thing I look for. Okay. So if I play this, then I mean, then you can just take like this and get some trouble. So takes, takes. Takes. If takes, then takes? Question mark. And then takes, and then go here, here, and I don't know what I'm doing from there. So I definitely need my queen. Takes, takes, but so I could try something like this. Takes, takes. I think that just helps my opponent. Go like here. Takes. Boom. Probably line up on the same file. Or wait. No, because if I... So wait. Boom. No, we have to do this first. So boom. 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 Can't go here. Shit. I think I'm gonna start with this. I'm worried about my time, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. We still have 13 minutes. I really shouldn't have moved so rashly there. But it's looking a little bit rough for me, to be quite frank. Interesting move. If here, then takes, I would assume. Takes. Or boom. Then here, and then... I straight up think... Isn't this just a sound sacrifice? Takes. 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 Where are you going? Your queen comes in. Yes. And I just take. Pretty sure that's just fine for me. We want to do this. Watch out! Watch out, Bucky boy. Buddy boy. Bucky buddy 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 boy. Yeah. Watch out, buddy. Watch out, Carlin S1. You're in trouble. Now you see the mate. Question is, do you see how to defend it? Do you see how to defend it? I don't know if you do. Quite frankly, I don't know if you do. Because I don't know if I can see how to defend it. I know you gotta move your queen somewhere, but where are you gonna move it? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Here is losing. Here is losing. Here is losing. That is not losing. Okay, I think this is where you go. No, actually, isn't that still losing? Because you go here, boom, boom, boom. Then what do you do? I don't know what the fuck you're doing there. I don't know what the hell you're doing there. Going up? Going up on a Tuesday? Shit. I don't know. I don't know. It seems good. Unless I'm miscalculating. Because I don't think my opponent has any, like, counter threats. Okay. So that's what I thought was going to be played. So, starting with... So, let's calculate it all the way through. Boom. 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 And then... probably block with queen, I guess? You would block with queen there. But then I can just go back. It's very dangerous. It's going to be bad for one of us. This entire exchange is going to determine the whole game. You've got one legal move then. Just gotta make it. Okay. Now. Wait, do I have this? No. Yeah, that doesn't quite work yet. So... I have this. Wait. I'm not just gonna, like, be a pussy and drop back, right? So I can take here. And then if you take... I'm fucked. I know this is the move first. Right. I have 11 minutes, so we can think about this, man. What if I take here first? Takes. I don't think that works very well. Boom. Where are you going? Queen comes here. Boom. Queen comes here. Takes. You have to take. Check. No. Start with this, right? Right. Check. If you go here, I mean, you're in big trouble. You go into here. Are you also in big trouble? I don't know if you're really in big trouble. Actually, that might be a good move too. You seem pretty well defended if you do that. So taken. Nothing. So actually, maybe the best move is to be a baby and just go back? If I go back, then what's gonna happen? Because, I mean, ultimately what I want to do is take here. So if I go back, but then what if you defend it? I mean, you can defend it, right? I don't know what am I doing. And I'm just looking foolish. So I go here, Maybe you'll go back. If you go back, then I'll just take here and then I'm threatening to win. So I think this might actually be the move. But then it's like, why didn't I just play that from the start? I mean, I guess because... I don't know. I guess I should have just played it from the start, right? It's like, if I play here, when the king comes here, I mean, what do I do? I play this, I guess. And then I've got this. So I think I just gotta do this. I hope that's not losing. It shouldn't be losing. At the very least, it shouldn't be losing. I gotta be patient here. I gotta be patient here. I can't just play willy-nilly checks and then be like, oh, well, I'm fucked. Because in this pawn, it's just so much. And again, if you take here, I mean, I've got some crazy threats. I could do this. And if you're here, then I can go here. Nah, because then queen comes back. That's not so good. Yeah, if I could turn back time, I would definitely do this first. I think. Because I think that is just like crushing. Although, I don't know. It is helpful to do this because now this rook is just completely cut. We'll see. If the queen comes here and then I've got this, queen goes here. Actually, I don't know. Queen comes here, then we're kind of a tough spot as well. My opponent left the game. I guess we'll see what happens. I hope they're not opening Stockbridge. Probably not. But because they flickered a bit early on too. They might just have connection issues. Will I claim victory if they don't come back in 90 seconds? Yeah. Is that disrespectful? Who's to say? Maybe. Maybe it is. I am very curious to see the evaluation of this game, because I feel like it started out just so crazy. I mean, I don't play e5 very often, so you know, seeing something like the Italian, I don't have much experience with that. And I mean, this was just such a terrible move. Definitely terrible. I mean, it's like not the worst move of all time, probably, but I don't know. It was bad. It really was like the cause of... It was kind of the beginning of the end in a way. My opponent got a little bit overly aggressive, though. That's what I would say. That's what definitely what happened. And I had this awesome, like, fishing pole kind of thing. I don't understand the point of that check. Then I stacked my rooks. Oh, moving the king here. I was pretty proud of that. That was good, too. That, I mean, that put us equal in material. it looks like we're going to win on kind of an anticlimactic note. I was kind of hoping to push my opponent around a little bit more. But that's how it goes. Good game. And I claim victory here. And we're starting out on a good note, coming back with a... So this is the Ponziani opening Newman Gambit. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know what a Ponziani is. It's when you do the C3 stuff. But I didn't know I did a Gambit. I didn't know I did the Newman Gambit. Okay, so it was actually drawn. I was slightly winning. But that was a bad move. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm guessing it's a draw by Perpetual or something. I mean, really, the evaluation stooped too low, except I missed an amazing move, apparently, right at the beginning. So let's see, what's the line here? So what I was afraid of was... What was I afraid of? I don't remember. Well, why did I play? I was afraid of this, I guess. Oh, which I can't... Okay. So this is good because it keeps the knight. So you would play this, and we just take... You don't take back? Why? I see. That's why. So then I would play this, and then we take again. I mean, really, this is a super pleasant position for black. I was just a little bit silly. Didn't notice that. Yeah, this is pretty pleasant. I mean, look at our piece activity here. We're about to castle. But yeah, so I really squandered a big advantage here. I played only slightly better than my opponent. Because, I mean, that was just such... Wait, that was the mistake? Wait. Yeah, that's the blunder. Yeah. I was like, that's just such a huge blunder. I didn't really think of that as a mistake, but it makes sense. So the initiative you get... Oh, because he can prevent us from castling, and then I don't have a great way to defend this pawn. Yeah, I completely missed that. My main motivation here was I didn't really care about the check because I was just like, oh, I'm gonna move my bishop out and then I can castle. But yeah, I completely missed the threat of queen stopping castling. And then this actually was such a good move, and I talked about it later. But yeah, they got kind of aggressive here, so that actually wasn't losing for them. They weren't losing yet. But that is what squandered it. And that's actually kind of funny to me. I guess because it just gave us some tempo to get the rooks in. Whereas otherwise they might not have allowed that to happen. That was a bad... Okay. I thought I was kind of proud of that. But I guess that was a bad move. I guess because I kind of tunnel visioned this, like, mate here. That defends it so that if this happens... In pretty good shape. Wow, yeah. Yeah, pretty good shape there, if that were to happen. So we did have a blunder. I mean, 86% accuracy. It was sharp at the start, though. I mean, it really was. So I guess I did... Did I do the gambit? Or did he do the gambit? I don't know. Yeah, okay, so taking the pawn here was natural and correct. And... Oh, I'm so proud of this d4, or d5 move too. Because that's what happens in classical chess. You know, you take your time and you find things like this. But, okay, now let's do a serious analysis. No computer. Can I turn off the, thing? I guess not. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. So e4, e5, like I said, normally I play c5. But I want to work on my fundamentals a bit. I've been losing a lot of games with the Sicilian and Rapid, so Just going to e5, keeping it simple. Playing standard stuff here. We get an Italian, and I play knight f6. So I'm guessing my opponent is the one who did the Newman Gambit here. So best move is actually this. I wouldn't think that. Anyway, so I wasn't concerned about that. I was expecting maybe something like a 4 knights, actually, or just opening up the dark square bishop. But they play this, like, Ponziani thing. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just take the pawn. Which I'm guessing you normally need to play the Ponziani, like, now. Like, if you're gonna do it, you have to do it now so that you have time to prevent the knight from taking, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know much about the Ponziani. I rarely see it played. Mostly because I played Sicilian for a while. So I play this. I was really proud of this defense. I'm guessing if I played anything else, it wouldn't have been great. So I did d5, which it took me a while to think of. How do I turn on move times? Move times. See, this move, I mean, you can see it took me... Where does it say it? Oh, for me. So, 2 seconds, 7 seconds... 81 seconds. Took me 109 seconds to find that move. one of my longest things. This was also, that was my actual longest. Oh, at the end, that was my longest thing. Wow. I was really indecisive about that move. But yeah, so it took me a while to think of that, and then I did, and I was proud of it. But I didn't properly capitalize on it because I was just silly. That's something to remember, right? Like, the queen is pinned, or the knight is pinned to the queen. You know, you've got this awesome move here. Right, that was my concern. So I wanted to protect it by doing this, but obviously that's bad because it blocks the queen. So the true thing here was to notice that. So then, from here, I was like, I pretty much have to move my knight, right? I don't have any other option. Nothing else that's good. My opponent takes, I take, and here, we talked about this earlier, I didn't even consider the idea of the queen moving here and blocking the castle. I think I would probably play something like this, sort of get my structure a bit more in order. But it would definitely not be great for me. So they play that, and then this was a good move that I didn't play. Because if you look at it, it's got to go there, and then you go here, and then you go there, and you go here, and then you go there, here, and then... Yeah. So I saw this during the game, but I saw it too late. I missed my window of opportunity. Because this is around the time that I started thinking about it. So that's an inaccuracy. Wait. I'm confused. So if I play this, and then they play this, I mean, what's the problem? Okay, I can play the knight instead. Okay. So I'm a little bit confused. Actually, why didn't I play this? Because the knight gets blocked in. In this case, the knight gets blocked in? Why does the knight get blocked in, not get blocked in the other case? Where I move this rook. Why does the knight... Oh, because the queen is still on this diagonal. I see. So you want to keep the queen on the diagonal so that the knight can't get trapped. I see. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. So I did surrender some advantage when I moved that queen there. And so my opponent was doing pretty well positionally. But then that move it gave me too much time to set up this epic attack. That was a bad move. I mean, so threatening that, and then I would have played this for sure, and then probably this, but it's just too closed down. My queen can't get in and support the rest of the troops. So. It's really just not great. So yeah, that wasn't very good, but then they made this mistake. I mean, that was a big mistake too, because they thought they could push my bishop back, but I can just take again. And then from here, the game ended. I didn't really think of that move. I was thinking along the lines of like if this happens, okay, it is mate 6. Okay, I didn't calculate all the way through, but I was thinking that we had sort of a mating pattern if we did that. I definitely wouldn't have played that. Very cool. Very cool, mate. But yeah, I was thinking of like, what was the move I was thinking of? This. Let's give me that. Oh, I can play that because the pawn is pinned, dude. That results in a draw. Excuse me? Is this a theoretical draw? I guess because... Right, I mean, it's a queen versus 2 rooks, so... That makes sense. That makes sense. But what if I had played this? Then it's winning. For white. So I definitely would have been in a bad spot. So that is the move I was worrying about. But I could have played this here and then just gotten a draw out of it, which is interesting. And then furthermore, I was worried about... What else is I worried about? This? I was right! Yeah, you just take this pawn and then... Yeah, so that pawn was really the thorn in my side. Oh, that's so clean. Alright. So yeah, we did have a few win conditions there. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the analysis was thorough but not boring. Yeah, I like chess a lot. Hopefully going to be bringing back this series a bit more. It might not be daily, but, well, you know, I'll do some classical chess videos. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Peace out.